This is a short video, um, a short update video, um, because there are going to be a sort of like changes to the way information is being presented, is going to continue to be presented on this channel. As these years of this process that I was under of self-observation and self-awareness have developed, I've went through, let's say, many types of understandings about myself and about the world, seeing many facets, many kind of aspects from many different portions of myself. And as I've stated in other videos, I am using primarily what I would call inner knowledge, internal knowledge. And I'm going to go into this process in the future videos of how this internal knowledge, how can we access internal knowledge, and how I intuitively did it at least, and how it worked for me at least. So as I was going through this process of self-understanding and truly basically understanding the nature of reality concomitantly with understanding my own nature, I was making these videos and recordings mainly as a journal. So everything that I've published so far, it has been mainly as a journal. And I think it is going to mainly continue in this type of, let's say, spirit. I think the material that I'm usually publishing has this spirit of a journal. It's my journal in creation. It's the journal of my own self-understanding and then understanding, as I said, the nature of reality at the same time. So while I was making all these journal type of recordings, I was portraying different information from different aspects of reality. So sometimes I would publish videos which came more from spirit, and these videos were mainly focused on understanding the higher knowledge of existence, the principles of existence, because when we get into our spiritual side, basically this is how reality looks like. It's spirit, it's about knowledge, higher knowledge, true knowledge. I could call it gnosis, basically. So some of these videos were mainly focusing on spiritual gnosis, that I was understanding it, as I said, from within myself. Then some other videos were dealing with the level of the soul, I could call it. And I need to make a clear statement about this. Our soul in this reality here is tortured. We are in a permanent torture at the level of our soul, and this needs to be clearly stated. And this is why most of the spiritual teachings are false, because most spiritual teachings, they don't touch upon the horror that we are in simultaneously with the potential of what this reality can truly be. So at the same time, we have the potential to have truly an unimaginable reality. It's beyond the concept of heaven. It's a magical existence, which is our true natural existence, which we have the potential to live in. But to get to that reality, there is really a lot of effort to put in, because right now we are not definitely in the magical existence and experiencing things through our magical senses. For sure not. So how do we get from this messed up version of reality to this true version of reality? This is the journey. That's one thing. That I think might have created confusion for some of the people who were watching the information that was being presented on this channel. It is that sometimes I would speak about this magical existence and oh man, it's like, yeah, spirit and how we can connect with spirit and what the magical existence is about and what we can do together, and everything is true. But there is also true that this reality, it's also horror that we are in. So it's like we have to understand that it's both simultaneously right now. It's like both the magical existence is real, but the horror here in hell is real as well. So we need to see things as they are. I will continue to speak actually much more about the memories that I have from this natural existence, from this true reality that it is our home. I will be speaking more about this. But I will continue to speak more about the unnaturality of this place as well. So both of these aspects will be, let's say, addressed. Both the magical existence and the unnaturality, and this unnatural existence that we are in right now. I also thought, by the way, to make 4 new playlists, because each of these 4 playlists will touch upon one of these directions. So basically saying there are 4 main directions for the content that it is going to be presented from now on this channel. The first direction is, and the first, let's say, category of content is going to touch upon spirit and gnosis. This is where I will continue to present the inner, the true knowledge about what existence is, how it functions, the formulas and principles of existence itself, how it functions, what is a mind, what is a soul, what is a body, what is spirit, what is reality, what is physicality, how does it work, how is it produced, how it is experienced, why does it exist, why do we have physicality, why do we have, what are the, let's say, astral and energetic realms, and all of this stuff. So this category, I've named it Spirit and Gnosis, and this is going to be reflected in a playlist here on YouTube, which is going to be titled exactly like this, Spirit and Gnosis. The other direction for the content on this channel is going to be speaking up more about the magical existence. The magical existence is the true version of this creation that we are in. It's an existence in which we are a sort of like magical beings, undescribable beings. And I have some memories of this existence, and many memories are unfolding, let's say, constantly. So I will be speaking more about the magical existence because this is highly important. It's because I am 100% convinced and know this to be a fact, that we are getting to this magical existence. We are moving towards it. Even though, for example, this reality that we find ourselves in right now is unnatural, even the fact that we can understand that it is unnatural means that there is something in us which remembers a different type of existence. There is something in us which knows the magical existence. And as much as we are able to integrate back those memories, to remember this magical existence, as easy it is for our soul to wake up in a way. This is the second category of content, and it's going to be called The Magical Existence, and it's going to have a dedicated playlist as well. The third category of content is continuing to speak about the unnaturality of this place, which is an unnatural existence, the unnatural reality. We have to understand that we are in hell. We have to understand or try to remember what happened, what got us here, and what are the rules of this place, what can we do about it, how we can navigate this place of hell. Is there something that we can do? How do we get from this unnatural existence to the magical existence? So we need to have our eyes wide open to the unnaturality of this place. We need to recognize it. We need to speak more and more about it, because there are really few people who speak clearly about the unnaturality of this place. And I'm telling you, it goes to the unnaturality, the horrors of this place. They go through to such a in deep levels of our being that it's almost unimaginable. This is the third category of content, which is going to continue to speak about and describe the unnatural aspects of this reality that we find ourselves in. So yeah, it will have its dedicated playlist. And the fourth category of content, it's something which I have called it and titled it The Golden Path. This exact phrase, the Golden Path, is something which I found in the book of Dune, written by Frank Herbert. Now, there is a thing with me and Dune, which I feel that this book, it's a mystical book. All Dune books are it's a sort of like secret, true knowledge hidden in a science fiction book. And in the book of Dune, there is this notion of the golden path. One of the main heroes in one of the books has set itself to walk this golden path. And this golden path was connected with teaching humanity to never again allow their freedom, put their freedom in the hands of somebody else, and allow that freedom to be given away. So when I read these words, this key phrase, the golden path, it immediately it struck me like a lightning. I don't know how to explain. It was beautiful. It was yes, the golden path. This is it. It's like I almost like I always knew these words. It's like I can't explain the recognition that I had when I read these words, the golden path. It's like yes, the golden path. This is it. I feel this phrase portrays exactly it portrays perfectly this path that we are under, of getting from this unnatural existence to the magical existence, the true spiritual path. It is this golden path. And there are many reasons why gold. There are many reasons why exactly the golden path. So the fourth category of content, it's this content which is going to be focused on tools. What practical tools we have at our disposal to walk this path from the world of hell, from the unnatural reality to the magical existence. So the fourth category of content, it is titled The Golden Path, and it focuses on practical actions. What exactly can we do? What are the tools that we have at our disposal? The internal tools, the external tools. How can we walk this path? So, these are the four main directions that this channel is going to be focusing upon from now on. I think there are going to be, let's say, few other directions here and there. Probably, for example, I could see having a fifth category of just pure journaling some of my own experiences. Then I might have a category with like sharing some of the dreams that usually happen for me, because some of these dreams, they are like not dreams, and they are extremely revealing and speaking about much of what this reality truly is. And then I think there will be a dedicated category for subject or some type of information which is related to the masculine and the feminine. And this is highly vital for us to understand this dynamic between the masculine and the feminine, because it's actually more vital than I can describe it briefly now. It ties in everything, even though it might not seem so at first. It's like in the masculine and feminine, if we understand these two primordial forces of existence, we've basically, this is it. So I think there will be a dedicated playlist and a category for this type of content. There is also a new type of videos that I am going to put forth, I think, more and more from now on, which is, they are going to be a new series of videos titled Nature Talks. And in this series of videos, it is going to be nature which is going to be doing much of the talk. All I can say before closing this recording is that again, our existence holds much more meaning than what it appears at first. And we all have the potential to allow this spirit which exists within us to guide our lives, and thus start living this mythical life which we were always supposed to live. So by walking the golden path and living this true destiny, directed by our own spirit, it's the only way to get out of this unnaturality that we find ourselves in. We have to refine our own naturality. And the first step to do this is to find the spirit within us. So yeah, this is me, Denisa, Nastase, here on earth, having this experience, trying to understand what the heck is this. And this is me as my true self. Living this journey, trying to help this soul, and trying and being here entirely for the soul of humanity. The soul of this world is in torture, she is in torture, she's in pain, and my entire breath, my entire existence is here only for the soul of the world and nothing else. I'm here for her, entirely, with all that I am. And I urge you to remember her as well, because she's our key. She's our power. She's our truth. And we need to remember her together.